Feelings are amazing, and in this video, I'm going to talk about why we should all pay attention to our feelings because it can change everything. It's very easy to live our lives in autopilot. We all do it all the time. And it's very, very important to check yourself and be mindful of how you're living your life, and more than that, how you are feeling. Now, if you don't already keep a journal, you should. I'll be honest with you, I've got a journal, but I'm great at helping people. I'm not great at helping myself, and I had to stop writing into it because I was having a really bad time, and all I was writing in was just because bad things were happening. There was nothing great to write in, and this is normal, but that passes. But as far as a journal is concerned, a journal is a great thing, like a diary, to check in with yourself and ask yourself how you're feeling. But not just in the moment when you're writing your journal, but actually, how am I feeling in general? How have I been feeling today? How did that interaction this morning make me feel? I met with the guys for lunch, or I met with the girls for lunch. How did that make me feel? How did that conversation that I had with my boss make me feel? How did it make me feel when I went to play tennis or when I went to the gym? But you can look back and think about these things, and you can also, in the moment, think about these things, because you can be really happy in the morning spending time with your children, and then really miserable on the way to work, and then all right in work, and then angry leaving work, and then happy again when you get home, or the opposite. Anything's possible, and we just do it. You just think, oh, I'm happy, now I'm angry, now I'm sad, and at the end of the day, you're pretty stressed, and you just put your feet up and you're like, and that's it. You try and get rid of all of those mixed emotions throughout the day. Now, it's all right to feel mixed emotions because we're emotional animals, but there's certain emotions that you like and certain emotions that you don't. And if there's certain situations that bring certain emotions that you don't want, then the best thing to do is change that situation, change the environment. Because if meeting a particular person every weekend is really doing your head in and it makes you anxious, they're depressing, they're not nice, they talk about people in a bad way, and it grates on you, then, and that angers you or it saddens you, get rid of those people out of your life and then replace it with something that makes you smile. So if there's somebody else, or there's an activity, reading a book, drawing, walking, going to the gym, whatever it is, you build a list of things that always make you happy, or at least don't make you angry or any negative feelings, and then you do more of those things. So we need to listen to our feelings. And if you're feeling happy about something, then why are you feeling happy about something? What is your body telling you? Your body is telling you that this is something that we love. So this is what we need to be focusing on. Feel angry. This is something we really could do without. So avoid these kind of situations, these conversations, these kind of people, these kind of areas, whatever it may be. And so you build up actual conscious knowledge of things to do and things not to do, things to avoid, people, all the rest of it, so that you can live your life with peace rather than negativity. And so the secret language of feelings, it's only a secret because we don't really think about it. But when you actually think about it, it's quite obvious. When you feel something, it's like the light on a dashboard is lit up and it tells you that you need to pay attention to something in the car. So if you leave all these lights come on, eventually the car's going to stop working. And if you leave all these emotions that are not good emotions and you don't deal with them, like anxiety, stress, depression, things like this, if you let these build up, then your mind it's horrible, and like the car, it's not functioning properly anymore. So instead, what we can do is we can think, hang on a minute, I'm feeling anxious about a certain situation. So what's making me feel anxious? Because this is an alarm bell going off in our body. If you feel anxious, that's an alarm bell telling you something. You know, we've got If it's something that you need to deal with right now, if someone's attacking you or someone's outside, you hear a loud noise, you deal with it, you come back, that's it. The emotions told you to do something. But if you continue to feel anxiety, then that's not good, because that's not what anxiety is about. So therefore, there's something you need to really look at and deal with. Perhaps it's an event coming up, a matter of uncertainty. And I always say, when it comes to these things, think about the different things that you would do depending on what could happen, all the different things, the variations of things, and what would you do without each outcome, and be prepared for it to lower the anxiety. If you feel sad, then why are you feeling sad right now? What is it that you feel sad about? You feel sad about something that's happened? Can you feel better about something if you go and do something? Is there someone that you can go and speak to? Somebody that you can go and apologize to, or someone that you can go and help? Something that you can make right so that that sadness dissipates and lowers. I've felt all sorts of different things in my life, just like everybody else has. But one thing I remember, after me and my ex-girlfriend, after 12 years, which is a very long time, broke up, and I was really anxious for a few different reasons. But I realised one of the biggest reasons why I was so anxious, because I was living in on a new island. I'd moved from a different island, and I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any friends, and I had people that I knew, people that I could always go and chat to if I went to places where they were working. You know, where I live, it's a holiday resort, so lots of people in restaurants and bars and things like this, so it's easy to socialise without being with anyone. But you know, that's not ideal. I didn't have actual friends like I did on the island that I was on previously, and so I realised, oh, wow, I'm anxious because I'm lonely. So I need to take some action. So what am I going to do? I'm going to build relationships. So I'm going to go out, and when I speak to somebody that I like in a place where I'm frequenting, then would you like to get a coffee sometime in the gym? Do you want to get a coffee sometime? Would you like to go out the weekend? Would you like to train together? Whatever it is, and you build these little micro relationships that blossom into friendships. And this is what I did. And then I didn't feel anxious because I took the action, and that was gone. So it's like it's actually doing you a favor. All these feelings are your mind saying, right, deal with this, deal with that. And that's why I call it the secret language of feelings, because people don't realize that. So they just carry on. They think, oh, I've got to put up with this. But your mind's telling you you're anxious, you're sad, you're angry, you're anxious, you're sad, you're angry. And you just carry on and carry on and carry on. And then perhaps one day somebody points it out to you, or one day you realize. But instead of waiting for that one day, think about how you're feeling. Check yourself. Use a journal if you think that would help you. I definitely think it would. It'll definitely help me. I need to begin again. At the moment, I'm writing things like scripts and ideas in it. It's a waste of a journal, but I'll get back on it. But these things are great to check yourself and think, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling that? What can I do about it to either get more of it or less of it? And then you're in control. Then you don't end up 3 years down the line thinking, oh God, I can't do anything about this. That will never cross your mind, because when you nip things in the bud, like your car, for example, if the light comes on, you get it sorted out. Light comes on, you get it sorted out. But if you don't, and you've got 4 lights, you take it to the mechanic's like, I'm sorry, but you need everything replacing now. And it's too late to fix things. Now they've got to be replaced. Well, these are the nightmare situations, but when it comes to your mind, just do it straight away. Fix these things straight away. Dashboard light comes on, fix things straight away. If you can't do it, find somebody that can help you get to the bottom of it. Maybe somebody like me, maybe a friend, maybe a family member. But pay attention to your feelings. And then this language, it's no longer a secret. It's something that you understand. And you meet these people that just seem to have it all together. People think I've got it all together. They genuinely do. And I suppose most of the time it definitely looks like I have, and most of the time I have, but I certainly have some ups and downs. But I really like listen to my feelings, and this is why when you meet someone they've genuinely got it together, it's because they're listening to what their body's telling them. They're listening to what their body needs. And when you do this, you've cracked it. Particularly what I said about if you enjoy something, just do more of it. Write your schedule out. If you don't enjoy work, find a new job. Keep that job until you find it. Don't just quit, but don't do anything that you don't want to do. Don't be with people you don't want to be with.